Hey everyone, Nat Daddy here, and today I figured we'll take a peek at the new Comics the Magazine. I think it's supposed to be very similar to what Wizard was back in the 90s and early 2000s, so I'm sure for a lot of people this is bringing back some nostalgia. Figured I'd take a peek at it. It is only $2.99, so pretty good deal on that, so let's jump into there. Of course, they started off right having a absolute Batman thing on it to draw people in. The book's so super hot still. So it says you get some shoes back, how to make absolute Batman, and power rankings, price guides, and picks. So that was always cool in the old Wizard stuff, the guides and lists and Hot 10 and that. So lots of great advertisements in here. I've ordered that already, so that should be coming in last week or next week. Actually, it was pushed back or something. So table of contents here. Again, more advertisements. Letters from the magazine itself. More advertisements. Mailbag stuff. Again, more advertisements. And then we start off with the article here. Interviews the creative team for Absolute Batman. How they went about making it. And the whole process of putting it together and that. So again, very much Wizard-like so far. Lots of great clips of art. How to make Absolute Catwoman. Then they have some cartoons here. I guess this will be ongoing every month and that. Have a serialized cartoon. This is Poyo, character from Chew. Not familiar with it. Article with Ronda Rousey, interviewing her about her graphic novel. More advertisements. About the Swamp Thing getting its sequel after all these years. More roundtables, more creators in that. Again, feeling very much like Wizard magazine used to be. Again, more interviews. Looks like gonna be another kind of serialized comic. More advertisements. This is kind of neat here. It's kind of a history on fan comic magazines and that. So it kind of gives a little history on what this magazine comes from history-wise. All the way from the 60s to the 90s. Wizard and that starts, of course, being probably the most famous of them. Up until now. Kind of neat timeline graph. Jim Rugg stuff. Little how-to drawing section. I always thought that was kind of cool, especially if you were a kid in that. More advertisements. Their top picks of the week. Pretty good book. We reviewed it. I liked it. Again, just some more picks in that. Some more picks of the week. Advertisements. Skip the page here. More advertisements. It's a good thing this is only $2.99. Kind of satire of the old comic ads. Then they have here top 100 of the short box. And I don't know who this is. It says sponsored by CGC and that, but I'm not really sure where they're getting these numbers from, but it is a list of 100, and it looks like they're all CGC values as well too. So we got top 10 titles. I can't see this being super accurate. Well, kinda maybe, but definitely not for publishers. You got your cover artists. How can you have your cover artist here and not have Mark Spears? That doesn't make sense. Alright. So that is the new comics magazine called Comics the Magazine. Kind of a very nostalgic feel. Feels a lot like Wizard and that, so I guess that's what they're gonna kind of be. Can't see this being a huge seller. I think a lot of people will buy it just because it is $2.99. Check it out to see how it feels, especially if it is nostalgic for them. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll get any more of these. I guess it depends what the covers always look like. That's what will sell people. But that is what the new Comics the Magazine looks like. See you guys later for more reviews.